What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode on the channel. I'm Dylan. You're watching Prehistoric Companions. Today, we're setting up an ARS 7010 snake breeding rack. It's specially designed for ball pythons. I ordered this rack about a month and a half ago, and I've been moving, getting situated in my new place here. So today we're getting this thing set up. It's 10 tubs tall, so it can house up to 10 specimens. I only have 3 ball pythons, a boa, and a milk snake. So definitely the ball pythons will find themselves a nice cozy new home in here. Now technically this is a grow out rack. The 70 series tubs are perfect for adult ball pythons, and technically they could live in something like this for the bulk of their lives. I mentioned in my last video, I probably won't do that. I will definitely want to have a good system and a nice professional looking system. I like, the way things, it's gotta look nice. But this will be specially purposed for breeding, essentially. So as I grow my collection over the course of the few years and cycle out different specimens, I'll definitely have larger, probably bioactive, maybe bioactive. We'll see about that. They kind of, ball pythons tend to destroy all the plants and things in bioactive setups, but I'll have to figure out how to do it the right way. But we'll get them situated in nicer environments as I experiment and produce different genes, or who knows where the hobby will take me over the next couple years. But this rack will definitely really jumpstart the whole process. So hopefully we'll get some more interesting genes and start producing more unique combos. I really like the pied stuff. So enough talking, let's go ahead and get started. Let me find these instructions in here somewhere and we'll get this thing started. Skipped ahead a little bit here. I got pretty much everything unpackaged that was plastic wrapped, so we're gonna take inventory. We're gonna go through this packing list here, make sure we got it all. So we got 4 wheels for the base. We got our base level, base level front tubes. These go at the very bottom. We should have 20 side level tubes, the long bars. We should have 20 of the front and back bars, and we should have 40 of the small ones. These ones essentially go between each level, each rack, so we have 40 of these small ones. We got 4 of our base caster plates. We have 8 of these top and base connector pieces. So we got 36 of these 4-way level connectors. Got several bags of bolts and nuts and screws and such. Got a really nice power strip here, 12 outlets, so that'll definitely do the job. So I have 10 of these heating elements. Each one will plug in individually, so that's what that power strip is for. And I had a special component added to these to help keep the heat moving upwards, because heat travels upwards, and this will help less heat from escaping underneath, and it'll just concentrate the heat more where I want it to be, at the bottom and the back of the tubs. So since this is a hybrid rack, a lot of the components, like the sliding bars where the tubs will slide in and out of these grooves, these are plastics, so I think they did that to help with the weight, because considering this is only 10 tubs, thing weighs a ton. It's like 250 pounds, pretty crazy. We got some toppers, so these will go on top of the tubs. We got some ventilation. This will also help keep all the humidity right inside the tubs where we need it. We got some short plastic pieces. I guess these are stoppers. I'll find out what this is for a little later in the process, I guess. I have here in this box a Herpstat tube. So technically this could regulate power to essentially 2 different racks, and you can like have all these different programmed different times and how frequently the heat will come on and off, or it's quite sophisticated, so I'll have to learn how all this works too. Cooling, lighting, or humidity. Proportional modes for heating, dimming, and pulsing the heat. And light ramping up to 10 hours. Like this one thermostat can do quite a bit. It's pretty interesting, so can't wait to get this set up. Last but not least, of course, we got our tubs. I got the grayed out tubs to help keep it a little more dark, and also got them with the water cups. So you'll often see people with other breeders with their racks. They'll use deli cups, or like just deli cups that you could either really cheap, you could throw them away, or you can clean them and put them back in there. And I got the grayed out tubs because in Africa, typically you'll find ball pythons in termite mounds or in dark holes in the ground. So they are a ground dwelling species and they like it dark. So the clear tubs would have worked okay, but just for what I feel like the animals, what they would like, I feel like this will do great. And of course, there's still room, if I wanted to, I could incorporate some more hides and stuff, because they still probably would want to feel secure. Snakes like them, especially the ball pythons, they like being in tight spots and having like their hide kind of touching them on all sides where they can kind of get nice and snug in there. So lots to do. Let's go ahead and get this thing set up. Alright, so we just need a couple basic tools here. Number one being a power drill. Then we need a socket ratchet wrench, a long screwdriver. It helps if you have like a fixture for your drill. I had to improvise a little bit and use this. And a rubber mallet is recommended through parts of this build. I don't have one, so I'll have to improvise. So step 1. Count all parts to make sure nothing is missing. We did that. Step 2. Start with 4 base frame tubes and has 3 hole patterns. This is where the base center plates, the 4 triangle pieces, I guess that's where the casters will go. So yeah, let's get the base component all set up. Okay, so we got our base piece completed. Got our caster pieces on, all 4 base bars all screwed together. Definitely recommend getting a power drill. Don't use a screwdriver to screw in metal screws and more metal. That will destroy your hands. So now, make sure when you're putting these on, there's these 4 squares on these casters. They have to be facing long ways, and that's where we're going to attach next our wheels. So to attach the wheels, we're going to take these nuts and bolts here, and we're going to place the bolt underneath and then screw in the nuts on top of that. So we have our base completed. So now, according to the instructions, we're going to take, I think, these long side bars, and we're going to attach these, what is this, the level side tubes. We're going to screw in the single glides here, these pieces, so that the tubs can slide into these. So we got 20 of these and 20 of these, so this part will be a little tedious. So let's throw it into another time lapse and get these parts all screwed together. Okay, we have all of our plastic gliders for the tubs to slide in. So we got all those attached to the long side tubes. Now we're going to take our front and back tubes and we're going to attach these plastic stoppers. Alright, so as you guys can see, we've got the first layer here built. So I fast forwarded again here. So we have our side bars, side tubes completed, got all those screwing. That was a lot of screwing. My goodness, you definitely need a power drill to do this job. So we got our side pieces. There's 2 different side pieces. We got 10 of these. We got 10 of these. This is the front. The stoppers won't go like past. You can kind of see the difference here. It's kind of hard to describe. But the back piece here, the back stopper comes down below the side tube and prevents the tub from being able to push out of the back. You could pull it out the front, but it won't get, it won't go back. So this is the back piece, and this is the front piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and assemble the next layer. We're going to take one of our back pieces and one of our front pieces and 2 of our side bars. And then we also need plastic 4-way level connectors. So we're going to move these over. Take 2 of these and face them down and inwards. So we want both of those plastic pieces inwards like that. We want the plastic where the tubs will slide in to face down. We're going to put in our connectors. We're going to put in the back piece, and the back stopper faces the outside of the tub. It's not going to face inside where the snake is. It's going to face the outside. Okay, same thing. We're going to take our front piece. We're going to take 2 more of our 4-way level connectors. Now we're going to take some more of our metal screws and screw in the side tubes to the front and back tubes. We got this all put together. We got the front here. We got the back here. You see how that stopper is poking out? So we're going to take 4 of these small metal pieces of the side level tubes and put them, situate them for the next layer. Really should have a rubber mallet to really hammer those in better. So, okay, with the plastic parts facing down, we're going to insert this next layer. Alright, so next we're going to take this is a top piece for above the tub to really help keep in all the humidity, and at the front of the tub there will have all these holes for ventilation to allow some airflow. Okay, so we got 2 layers, now we got 8 more to go. have it. We have just about all the layers already up there. Give you guys a little closer look at what one of these layer pieces entails. So this is the back. You see that stopper will prevent the tub from going out the back. And we got our sliding where the tubs will slide in, and then there's this smaller groove. That's where the top panels will go. When you insert these top panels, there's these plastic grooves there. Make sure those are facing upwards. So we got 9 layers up there. And this thing is pretty tall. I'm 6'1", and this thing is definitely about 1.5 feet taller than I am. So we got all those layers up there. Just got to put that one on the very top. That'll be the very last layer on the top there. Go ahead and put in the rest of these top pieces here. So as far as the heating components and everything else, I've kind of jumped forward and figured all that out as well. So we have some like Velcro pieces, some Velcro, and like these like rubber pads. They're squishy pads. So we attach the Velcro to the top of this pad, and then attach the whole piece, the Velcro and the pad, peel the sticky bottom off, and attach the whole thing here about 2 inches from the back here. And then the heating components, these plates, have Velcro on the bottom of them, so those just Velcro right on there. So each one of those heating panels will plug in separately. I have some zip ties here that will zip tie the long power strip that I have to the whole side there. And since I only have 3 ball pythons, I will only plug in, well, 3 heating elements. So no need to run all the power when you don't got animals occupying the homes, right? So all in all, I found the instructions pretty straightforward. They used figures and diagrams, pictures to kind of illustrate like the different steps. I'm a visual learner, so reading like written instructions can be difficult for me, so I like to see like a diagram and an illustration so I can kind of compare, like, okay, the holes line up here and this part screws into there, okay, then you connect that. So that's how I learn. That's how I like to do things. So I like that, really straightforward. There's only like 4 or 5 short pages of instructions. And this thing is amazing. So far it went together pretty easy. It didn't really have any complications with anything, and I'm in love with it. It weighs a lot, but that's why it's on wheels. So let's go ahead and throw this in another time lapse, finish getting the whole thing put together, and we'll get the tubs cleaned out. I got some Repti bark, and we'll go ahead and introduce Cleo, Vegeta, and Danger Noodle to their new home. There we have it, guys. This is the ARS 7010 hybrid rack, finished and complete. I went ahead and only plugged in 3 different tubs because, like I said, I only got 3 different ball pythons here that'll be living in here. So, and I went ahead and tied up the rest of the cords, but pretty nice. It rolls really easy actually on the wheels, so that's pretty sweet. And these tubs, yeah, there's no way that these things will escape. You have to kind of really like pull on those tubs a little bit. And that's kind of what these pads and these heating elements here, to really push these pads up against the back of these tubs here and create some pressure and get that heat really up and close inside that tub. So yeah, there's no way that anything will be able to like push their way out of here. You have to pull on those pretty hard. Not super hard, but yeah, I'm out of breath. This was a lot of work. So let's go ahead and get some of these tubs cleaned out. I got some chlorhexidine solution already made up. We'll spray in there, wipe her down, we'll add some substrate. We'll hook up the thermostat and start getting that regulated, and I'll probably leave it for about an hour, a couple hours, and be checking with my thermal gun. I have it somewhere. And we'll just kind of gauge how everything is, the environment. I want to make sure the environment is just right before I go and throw them in there. Make sure everything's working, the thermostat's working, the heating elements are working. So let's go ahead and get started on all that. So it's been probably about two and a half hours. I've had the thermostat set at 90 degrees, and I ran the probe up into one of the top tubs where Vegeta, my banana ball python, will live, and I taped it on the inside of the tub. I ran it through the back and inside the tub, and it's still snug in there. There's no way that he could push out. If anything, that tub will be just a little harder to just push all the way back in, but it shouldn't damage anything. I watched a couple YouTube videos, and I guess that's how other people were doing it. So I taped the probe on the inside where his hide is, in the back of the tub, and I have the thermostat down here. See, right now that's registering 88.5. So probably need to increase the temperatures by 2 degrees, bump that up. So I also have a humidifier that I'm going to hook up here a little later today. Get the humidity up to where probably around 50-55% in this room. I have a gauge here. It's 37% humidity in here right now and about 82 ambient in this room, so that's pretty comfortable for the snakes. I'm dying. It's pretty hot in here. Then I have to have some nice plants to accentuate, you know, the whole jungle idea. So it's got to look nice. So let's go ahead and introduce my little companions here and see how they like their new tubs. I don't have any deli cups. I'll have to order some of those, so I just got those cleaned out in there, but that should work fine for now. We got the substrate in there. We got a hide back there for Vegeta, and you can see where I taped that probe in there. So yeah, it's actually pretty warm back there. Decent. So let's get Vegeta and see what he thinks. Okay, so this is Vegeta, my banana pastel GHI het hypo ball python. He was sleeping, staying nice and snug in his hide in his old home. Look how beautiful and vibrant he is. He just shed, so I'll show you that. Yeah, he just produced this nice long old shed here. Beautiful one piece. That's what you want. You want one solid piece sheds, guys. So his humidity is great, so let's see, he's out exploring now. He's always been a really great snake from the beginning. He's always been super friendly, never hissed, pretty social. Well, not social, but he doesn't like ball up like the term ball python. You know, he always comes out and he wants to explore. Very curious snake. God, you're beautiful. All right, buddy. Let's go check this out. Oh, okay. So there he goes. Right into his hide. Alright, next we got my pied male. This is Danger Noodle. It's kind of a low expression pied. This is just your, well, it's a 2-gene animal, but it's just showing one gene, one recessive, the pied mutation. So I got him as like a 2 or 3 month old, super tiny baby, and he's really grown. He's got think he's probably about 350 grams, somewhere around there, trying to pack on a couple hundred more grams. Hopefully before October, maybe we can find him a nice female, some other visual pied or het pied with other genes, and produce some more visual pieds here. So we'll get him, check out what I did with his. So we got a dinosaur skull in there, some extra enrichment for him to interact with. I got a moss hide back there for him. So we'll let him just explore. There you go, bud. Right through the dinosaur skull. His tongue is going crazy. He's another real friendly snake. When I first got him, babies are pretty nippy, and he struck at me a couple times, but they tamed down so quick, and he has just become probably my favorite snake so far. I love this guy. Right, so same thing as the other guys. I got a hide back here for them. It's not totally necessary because this whole tub essentially is acting like a hide, but since they like to be kind of snug up and things, you know, for extra security and a little more enrichment for them, I'll throw in a hide in there. So here's this girl. Here's Cleo, my citrus pastel female. I think she's, last time I weighed her, she was 1,900 grams, almost 2,000 grams. So she's got real sweet personality too. She's a great girl, been great ever since I got her. Pretty good eater. So this is a codominant mutation, a single gene animal. So she would probably pair nicely with Vegeta and make some more yellow snakes. There you go, go check it out. Go see what this is all about. She pretty much takes up the bulk of this tub, but she's still got some room to stretch out. I do take these guys out once or twice, a couple times a week, and let them hang out with me. Maybe we'll watch some TV, you know, kind of let them slither around the couch, or you know, under close supervision, let them explore a little bit. We'll let these guys get situated, get comfortable in their new homes. And I'll pack up all their old stuff and use their old tanks for hopefully new specimens. Hopefully we can grow the collection. So hey, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying along for the journey, the whole video. If you made it this far, do me a huge favor. Go down below, smash the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And let me know if you have an ARS rack, or if you use Freedom Breeder or custom. Let me know what your thoughts are, what your take is on all that, your preference, or you know, all that good stuff. So again, thank you. Go like, share, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Helps me want to continue, you know, cranking out videos and hopefully producing more and better content. I don't think I showed you guys this up here real quick. You gotta have the ARS hybrid caging sticker. So I'll also post, go check out the description down below. I'll have more information down there for you guys. So until the next video, guys, stay safe out there in this crazy world. We're still going through a little bit of a pandemic. Hopefully it ends sooner than later, so be safe. Be great to your mail carrier. You know, working hard out there. And guys, I'll see you in the next one, alright? Peace.